Hello students, today I am going to teach about the respiratory system in human being. So in the respiratory system of human being, these parts are present. They are external nostrils, nasal chambers, nasopharynx, larynx, trachea, then bronchi and bronchioles and lungs. So first of all, the respiratory system start with external nostrils. External nostrils means which are opening of the respiratory system is called external nostrils. So here these are present above the upper lip. One pair of external nostrils are present in our body. Next, nasal chamber. The external nostrils are opens into the nasal chamber. Here nasal chambers are also present one pair. So these nasal chambers are present in our nose region. In our nose region, nasal chambers are present. So in the mouth cavity, buccal cavity and nasal chamber both are separated by this is buccal cavity. This is nasal chambers. Buccal cavity and nasal chamber separated by palate. Next, one pair of nasal chambers are present. Next, each nasal chamber can be divided into three regions. Nasal chamber can be divided into three regions. They are first one vestibular part or region. Next, respiratory part. Third one is olfactory part. Vestibular part, respiratory part, olfactory part. So first of all, I will tell you about vestibular region. So vestibular region, here this is the anterior region. Anterior part is called vestibular region. It has small hairs and sebaceous glands. So which are prevent the entry of dust particles into the inside. To prevent dust particles. Through the inhaling air. So this is about vestibular region. Next, respiratory region. So this respiratory region, the middle portion is called, this middle portion of the nasal chamber is called respiratory region. So the respiratory region acts as natural air conditioner. So it acts as natural air conditioner, which means it controls the temperature of inhaling air. It controls the temperature of inhaling air. And also here in this region, three small twisted or coiled bones are present. These are called turbinals or conchae. So this is the important point in it. So here in this respiratory part acts as natural air conditioner, and also it has three small twisted bones. These bones are called turbinals or conchae. Next, third one, olfactory part. So this olfactory part is lined by olfactory epithelium. So this olfactory epithelium, it helps in the detecting of the smell. So these are the parts of nasal chamber. Nasal chamber can be divided into three regions: vestibular region, respiratory region, olfactory region. Next, this is over. Next, nasopharynx. So nasopharynx means it's a part of pharynx. Pharynx can be divided into three regions. Next one is nasopharynx. Nasopharynx means it is a part of pharynx region. So here this is a pharynx region. Pharynx is a common region. It's a common region for air. It's common passage for air and food. So normally pharynx can be divided into pharynx. I will write here. I'm writing here. Pharynx can be divided into three regions. They are nasopharynx, next oropharynx, next laryngopharynx. So nasopharynx means first of all, this region here where the nasal chambers opens into the pharynx, that region is called nasopharynx. Here internal nostrils are present. So through the internal nostrils, the nasal chambers opens into the nasopharynx. So here nasal chamber opens into the nasopharynx through the internal nostrils. Through the internal nostrils. Next, the nasopharynx connected to the larynx. So here nasopharynx is the nasal chambers opens into the nasopharynx. Oropharynx opens into the esophagus. So the food in the from the buccal cavity, the food enters into the esophagus. So this region is called oropharynx. Next, here this region is called laryngopharynx. Here it is connected to trachea. So that region is called laryngopharynx. Next, this laryngopharynx connected to larynx. This one is connected to larynx. Larynx connected to the trachea. Okay, so this is about nasal chambers. Sorry, this is about nasopharynx. Next, larynx. So larynx is next. Larynx. So larynx is a box-like structure. A box-like structure is present anterior part of trachea. It's present at the anterior part of trachea. For example, this is the trachea. In the trachea, the anterior part of the trachea has a box-like structure. This box-like structure is called trachea. This box-like structure is called larynx. So this box is made up of 9 cartilages. This box is made up of 9 cartilaginous bones. So these 9 cartilaginous bones can be divided into 2 groups. Larynx made up of 9 cartilages. These 9 cartilages can be classified into 2 groups. They are unpaired cartilages, paired cartilages. Unpaired cartilages, paired cartilages. Unpaired cartilages are thyroid cartilage, epiglottis and cricoid cartilage. Paired cartilages are corniculate, cuneiform and artenoid cartilages. Total 9 cartilages are present. These are paired. These are present in the paired manner. So 6 plus 3. These are unpaired. Total 9 cartilages are present. These 9 cartilages together to form a box-like structure that is called larynx. This box is also called voice box. So because of it produces a voice. That's why this is also called voice box. Next, here the thyroid cartilage is this is the longest cartilage or biggest cartilage. Most of the larynx is covered by this thyroid cartilage. For example, this is trachea. So here most of the, this one. So here this is the thyroid cartilage. So most of the part of that larynx made up of thyroid cartilage. So that's why this is the biggest cartilage. In ventral side it forms the Adam's apple. So ventral side here the larynx is present here. So in the ventral side of the thyroid cartilage is called Adam's apple. Next, epiglottis. So here epiglottis, for example, here this is the larynx. So here this opening of the larynx, this is the trachea. So the opening of the trachea is called glottis. The opening of the trachea is called glottis. So the glottis covered by a flap-like structure or a leaf-like structure, that is called epiglottis. Epiglottis is present here. It is attached to the thyroid cartilage. It's a flap-like and leaf-like structure. Next, what is the function? It controls the opening and closing of the glottis. So this is the glottis. It controls the opening and closing of the glottis. So during swallowing process, what will happen? During swallowing, this is the esophagus. This is the windpipe. So swallowing the food, when we are swallowing the food during this process, so this glottis closes the, so here this is the epiglottis. So epiglottis closes the glottis. So as a result, food easily pass into the esophagus. Next, after that, it is open up. So then the air is passed into the trachea. So here epiglottis to prevent the food particles into the trachea, to prevent the entry of food particles into trachea. So this is the function. Next, cricoid cartilage. So cricoid cartilage, it forms the, it's present at the base of the larynx. So it present base of the larynx. It forms the ring-like structure. Next, corniculate cuneiform cartilages are also present. Small bulb-like structures are present in this larynx. Next, arytenoid cartilages, paid arytenoid cartilages are also present. Next, in the larynx region, one more structure is also present. They are yellow elastic structures are present. Yellow elastic structures are present in between thyroid and arytenoid cartilages. Between thyroid and arytenoid cartilages. So these yellow elastic fiber-like structures are called ocal cords. So these ocal cords, they produce the sound. So these ocal cords, they are different in male and females. In males, they are long and thick and long, and they produce low pitch voice. Next, in females, these are short and thin. So they produce high pitch voice. So in males and females, in males and females, they are different. Vocal cords are different. So in males, they are long, thick. So they produce low pitch voice. In female, short and thin. So they produce high pitch voice. So these are the vocal cords. Next, in human being, two types of the vocal cords are present. Two types of the vocal cords are present. They are true vocal cords and false vocal cords. So true vocal cords and false vocal cords. True vocal cords means these yellow elastic structures are called true vocal cords. Next, false vocal cords. Some membranous structures are present. Some membranous structures are present in the larynx region. So these are looks like vocal cords, but these are not vocal cords. So that's why these are called false vocal cords. So this is about larynx. Okay, so up to here we have learned external nostrils, nasal chamber, nasopharynx and larynx. Next remaining parts we will discuss in next video.